One of the questions I often get asked by members when I'm visiting groups or sitting in a meeting, they'll say things like, hey, I don't know if this counts as a face-to-face meeting or not. And the first thing I'll say is, we're not the face-to-face police, and we're not going to judge what is or isn't a face-to-face meeting. Oftentimes, you know if you've had one. And the other thing is our title for face-to-face meetings is slightly misleading. So I don't want you to overthink what they are. They can be a 15-minute phone call. They can be talking to another member in the parking lot, pre or post meeting. They can be a Zoom call. Ideally, they are fantastic when they're done in person, but almost always in a face-to-face meeting. If you're talking about your target market, if you're talking about your goals, both short-term, long-term, if you're talking about your center of influences and trying to set up introductions and kind of going through a list of professions or specific people or companies you're trying to get in the door to, or really just trying to find ways to help each other out, that's a face-to-face meeting. I also see scenarios where sometimes people just come in because we're all either business owners, salespeople, we're high achievers, we're trying to accomplish goals, where we might just be sharing ideas that are working for us, or we might be seeking advice and picking someone's brain. Don't overthink what a face-to-face meeting is. The key is to just do them. And more importantly, I always look at it and say, if you're in between every meeting, you should strive to do at least one face-to-face meeting. And I think when you simplify it, whether it's a 15-minute phone call or a conversation in the parking lot, and we're just trying to help each other, it makes it a lot easier to accomplish those meetings because it doesn't feel like I've got to drive across town, I've got to sit down with someone and be in person. Those are fantastic, and I highly encourage you to do those. But there's a lot of ways to accomplish the face-to-face meetings because our real key is getting to know each other, and this thing thrives on connectivity. So in closing, don't overthink what a face-to-face meeting is. Just try to accomplish at least one between every meeting and go in with the mindset of, I'm here to help the other person, which in turn means they'll try to help you in return.